Gone. And but I raised to you off air that Dana didn't even turn up to that press conference.
Yeah.
He wasn't impressed, and he skipped the post-fight press conference.
All we're going on right now is just theories. Okay, so what's your theory? Do you think he was a little bit disappointed with the Suragan
Well,
fight?
it's not so much a theory. He said that.
He said.
So to quote him, it said he wasn't thrilled. He skipped the fight, the post-fight news conference. He wasn't interested, even though there were. What was interesting was there were some other brilliant fights in that card, like the Pedro Munhoz fight. That was really good. There was only one knockout yet, but still brilliant fights. Yeah. They don't have to be knockouts for them to be really good fights. However, Dana was looking for a finish. He was expecting these two heavy-hitting kickboxing superstars to have a masterclass of striking, which they did, but they were both a little bit more hesitant of each other's power. Now, it wasn't as bad as Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis, but I thought it was still a good fight. He didn't enjoy that Gunn was getting a lot of attention for being a massive contender in the heavyweight division. However, he's like, hey, think about Francis Ngannou. He knocked out Rosenstrike in 20 seconds. You know, he just says heavyweights are hit or miss. I thought it was going to be a much better fight than it was. I think Jones said it was better in his tweet. These guys need to get a lot busier. I do understand that.
Yeah.
I understand the busyness. Yeah. However, it's the same thing we had with Yoel Romero versus Israel Adesanya. Is he counterpunching, trying to strike on the outside? Suragan did this exact same thing, trying to strike him outside. As soon as he got his back anywhere near the fence, circled away, came back into the middle of the cage, and Rosenstrike just gave it to him.
Yeah.
Now, I like Rosenstrike, but he stayed so stationary. He didn't really move forward. And then when he actually had Gane actually up against the cage, he could go up with him and just squash him and put so much. He could grapple him. He could push him up against the cage. He could just continue to put a lot of volume on him in the clinch. Even just get close in the clinch, elbows in the clinch, striking, gas him out. Even some Kamaru foot stomps for fuck's sake. Yeah. But he didn't. He let Gane actually go, oh shit, I'm right up against the fence. This is a dangerous position. Circle away, come back in the middle, actually press Rosenstrike into the cage and grapple him. I think Rosenstrike, conditioning-wise, I think he was fine. Gane's definitely better conditioning-wise, but I can't understand why Dana was that upset about it. There was so many. It's kind of disrespectful to everyone else on the card that you might want to talk about.
I don't know. Maybe he had somewhere to go. Maybe he had an emergency. Maybe he just wasn't happy. There could be a whole bunch of things.
Dana's a funny bloke sometimes. Dana's a funny bloke when it comes to what fights he likes and what he doesn't.
You can't have great fights all the time.
I still think it was a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have great cards all the time. Let's just say to a casual fan, they don't really know much about Rosenstrike or Gane. Gane's, to a hardcore fan like us, you know what I mean? That's fine, but because we know a lot, we really love, but you walk down the street and you look at your casual fan and you're like, yo, they're going to say Rosenstrike. They're probably going to tell you, didn't Francis mold that dude? But not many people know about who Gane is. Very few people know about who Gane is right now.
I hope they start to notice Gane.
Yeah, we got to start to give him recognition.
I really think Gane will get more recognition now, and I could definitely see him as a future UFC champion. He's so good on his feet, so good, so fluid. His movement is brilliant. It really throws up Rosenstrike, and you can't.